apellido aquí.
¿Quién?
Sí. Estoy de Francisco.
Okay. What's the place over there?
Francisco.
I can help out.
そうするか。岩が邪魔だクソ。いやーパンチョ乗り込む隙もないだろう。
Hello everybody, for today's video we'll be talking about nunchucks. Oh yeah, with special guest here, Jade. Follow her on her channel. It's got like Roblox and stuff like that.
Hey.
Alright. Anyways. So question of the day is, are nunchucks good for self-defense? Would they make a good self-defense weapon? Now I'll probably add a few clips showing the usage of nunchucks on this video, but I like to get straight to it. You know, I notice my videos get kind of long, so you know, hoping that this information is valuable to you, I'll make the video a bit shorter. Go straight to my opinion. Again, a lot of these answers come from my opinion, from my own personal experience. Nunchucks, I feel, would not be a good self-defense weapon, but let me explain what I refer to as self-defense. I believe self-defense weapon would be something where you can defend yourself from an attacker, at the same time able to restrain yourself from hurting the person who's trying to hurt you. Kind of like a police officer, instead of using their gun, which obviously is a more offensive weapon, you know, regardless of how you put it, the person using the gun will always be in the offense. More defensive weapon would be like a taser, you know, where you can stop your opponent, but then they have the chance, you know, to get back up and, you know, whatever, get arrested, get tried, you know, all that good stuff. So eating takis. Yeah, takis. Yeah, little snack before her. Hopefully I don't ruin her lunch. Anyways, all right. So nunchucks. Yeah, nunchucks is more of an offensive weapon. Yeah, you can use them to block, but the blocking range is fairly small from the chain to the wood piece. Now, yes, the thing about the nunchucks is that, at least where I'm from, you know, you put them in your pocket, you put them away where someone can't see them. They're considered concealed weapons. I think you'd be better off with a kubaton. You know, those little things with a spike on it, you know, where you can just get your assailant on the pressure point. Again, the whole point of a defensive weapon is where you don't get hurt and you subdue your opponent with enough time to either get away or enough time to get them down enough so that you can call the cops and get them arrested. That's what I consider self-defense. For me, self-defense is knowing when to run away. It's knowing how not to attract attention and not be targeted by somebody who's an aggressor. For me, that's self-defense. I mean, in reality, because that's how I divide it. Because I look at other weapons as offense, you know. Now, yeah, you can carry a sword around. It's not a concealed weapon. You can carry a sword around. You can't use it for self-defense. Probably against a dog. You know, if you carry a staff, you can go self-defense against wild animals while you're walking the street. I mean, a lot of long-range weapons would be good for self-defense. Something that you'd be allowed to carry with you.
Why would a weapon help?
Huh?
Why would a weapon help?
Maybe you don't know how to fight. So you gotta use a weapon.
No, you could just use your fist though.
Well,
or with the taki.
Well, Dad uses his fists, but you know.
It's easier to use your fist, not kill people or something.
Oh yeah, of course. That's the point, not to kill people, like she said. So, well, I think that's most of the video right there. I'm probably going to put in clips there. But regardless, if you ever watch Bruce Lee's videos when he uses the nunchucks, a lot of the movements, no, yeah, he mastered the nunchucks where he can use them to defend himself from other weapons. But most of the hits are usually meant to injure. I mean, you can attack pressure points, but mainly, you know, with the chain, the way the chain coils around the joints, you'll end up snapping the joints. You'll end up, you know, knocking someone's jaw off. You have to be very precise. So most likely, if you're somebody who doesn't know how to use the nunchucks, you wouldn't be using a lot of precision. You'd be trying to cause the most damage possible.
What does that mean?
What?
The one you said.
Precision or damage?
All of them.
I'll go into it right now. Precision basically means the more skill you have in fighting, the more accurate you are, so that you can get away with potentially knocking out your opponent without having to kill him. And damage is the amount of pain and hurt you put on the person. And you want to minimize that. I think, personally, I think nunchucks are a good offensive weapon.
Also, Dad, are you talking about the Bruce Lee from the Matilda one?
Bruce Lee from Matilda?
Bruce.
No, not that Bruce. This is Bruce Lee.
Are you sure about that?
I'm sure.
Also, Victor's calling you. How do you not realize that?
I see it. Hold on.
You blind?
Gotta pause this video now. Huh? No, I practice it from time to time. Another sequence, but Miguel, todos remember? Miguel, el MMA fighter? El Cobra Kung Fu? Yeah. Alright, so back to it. A lot of weapons, at least in my opinion, like, for example, you know, in the Asian culture, a lot of them were meant because, for example, in the no, I'm not Asian. For example, in the Shaolin Temple, they're being attacked by outside invaders. A lot of their weapons, they're not really meant to defend themselves. They're meant to, well, let's just say destroy their attackers. Because if they don't finish off the attacker that are trying to invade their temple, then they're just gonna keep coming back. I'm not using the actual word. I'm using the word destroy instead of the K word.
You're gonna come back with the shower?
Hold on, Jade. So, a lot of the weapons used back then were for war. Regardless of being farm tools or not, a lot of them was meant for war. Now in karate, you'd have weapons that are very non-lethal. I'll name the staff. I'll name the blunt side of the sword. The size are very non-lethal, used correctly. The tonfas. The sickles are pretty sharp though. But again, I see most weapons are more effective when they're used offensively. But a lot of the weapons, offensive is when you're on the attack.
Affected.
Hold on, G. So, a lot of the weapons that maybe the police would use. Hey, Victor. A lot of the weapons that maybe the police would use are more for the defense.
What is the police?
Hold on, G. So, they want to defend themselves, and they want to be able to bring their, they want to be able to bring the assailant in to arrest them. Again, that's the perspective. I know there's I know police get a bad rap, but I know the whole point is for them to stop them. To either use pepper spray, mace, the tonfas, as well as those taser guns that they have. I think the last resort they have is to use the guns. So regardless, that's my take on it with the nunchucks. I believe that the nunchucks will be better used offensively. They can cause a lot of damage used the right way. But for the defense, I think they're too small to really create that radius of defense around you. That's my opinion. And again, I love the nunchucks. And you'll see some of my shorts and my videos using the nunchucks. I work on my precision. I work on my accuracy. I work on inflicting damage in the right spots, hoping I never have to use them in a fight. But I just like the way they move. All right, guys. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye. Is that bye, Victor?
Bye-bye.
Bye, Takis.